Alright, another Blitz game. We've got a Ruy Lopez. Gonna keep it pretty standard here for a while. Knight f6, castle kingside, bishop e7, rook e1, b5, and bishop e3 and d6. h3. I'm always tempted to try to take advantage of the fact that white didn't play c3, but I'm not sure you're supposed to. So I'm just going to castle, expect c3 here. And I'm going to play the Breyer defense. Knight to b8, knight over to d7. And the idea here is that after bishop b7, there will be additional pressure on the e-pawn. So white will have a hard time moving his knight to f1 without giving up the pawn, which means he'll have to bring his bishop back to c2 as he does in the Ruy Lopez anyway. So the knight, in a strange way, is able to push the bishop back to c2 even though it went backwards. Okay, bishop to b7. Bishop c2 is often played here, and now I've got to try to recall my knowledge of opening theory. I think we go rook e8, knight f1, bishop f8, knight g3, g6, something like that. So let's get going. Okay, I had an additional piece attacking e4, but he brings his knight to g3 just in time to defend it. And now I play g6 to keep his knight off of the f5 square. I think I had this opening exactly against Grandmaster Ivanov. And as I mentioned in an earlier video, I made the mistake of playing h6 to kick away the dark squared bishop at some point, and that h6 pawn later became a target. Alright, d5. And I think now that he's played d5, we want to go c5, c4, because a knight can land on c5 at that point as an outpost, or almost. And if he takes on c6, he's not threatening the d-pawn, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I have a feeling I'm playing this in a weird order, though, so maybe I'm missing things here. I feel kind of out of it today. Okay, I am going to play c4, and I'm going to try to stick this knight on c5, but I don't really want to allow him to take it with the bishop and force d takes c5. Gotta play faster. I don't think I really care about that. I think I can just kind of, well, let's see. If he puts a knight on g5 later, okay, I don't have time, but I think I can just take here and then put my knight on c5, and he's not really threatening anything. What's next? We could stick this knight on d3. We could also, as I did in an earlier game, try to play a5 and b4, which seems reasonable to me. What's his idea here? Does he have any threat? I don't think he does, so we're going to continue with a5. Oh, he did have a threat. I didn't see that. Whoops. Okay, so he is threatening checkmate, obviously. If I take that knight, he can take my knight on f6. But at that point is not, I don't think it's threatening anything. Alright, so that would be the way to continue, I guess. And now we want to go queen e7, I believe. And then play f6. I've got to play much faster. I'm really, really slow today. Okay, assuming the knight goes back to f3, I might just play queen g7 to try to get the queens off the board, even though that might give up an opportunity to trade off his light squared bishop. I really don't want his rook showing up on e4 and coming over to g4. Anyway, if he takes on... Okay, so he's going there. Queen g6. Backs up again. Okay, so now I can actually take this, I think. Maybe. And I can take this pawn on d5 behind it. Okay. He's going to go rook g4, and at that point I'll have to move my queen out of the way, but I think that's okay. And I'm going to play rook g8, and I'm going to take on f3. Shoot. Screwing this up, obviously. Low on time. Man, I am not playing well today. Let's just push this past pawn and, I don't know, try to make something happen. Alright, we can give this one up. Thank you for watching. Wow, abysmal game on my part. Gotta have those once in a while, I guess.